Hey guys, welcome to AndroGuider. So in this video we are going to have an overview of the Dirty Unicorns 10.4 ROM. So as you can see that this ROM is based on Android Marshmallow 6.0.1. It comes in with the July 5 security patch, which is the latest security patch. The build date is 10th of July and the stock kernel is at permissive by default. Then from the rest of the options in the about phone menu, you can view info about the Dirty Unicorns ROM. So from here you can get a general overview of how the ROM started and what it is all about. And then in the end you can view a list of the devices which are supported officially. And unfortunately my device is not in this list, so I'm currently running an unofficial build. Then from the crew option you can view the people who are behind the ROM, the developers and the maintainers. So these are the people who have truly made DU such a great ROM. And it is one of the most popular community projects ever taken up, and these are the people who have made it reach to such a great height. Then you can also view the changelog, weeklies and the official builds. That is complete. You can tell about the DU ROM to the others. You can share the Dirty Unicorns ROM. And then I guess the rest of the options are pretty clear. I'll also cover up the updater. So the Dirty Unicorn updater is handy only for those of you who are running an official build, but for people like me who are on an unofficial build, you will get this message: your device was not found on our server, which typically means that you are running an unofficial build. So you can check for updates only if you are on an unofficial build. Otherwise you will have to refer to XDA or Android file host, or maybe on the Google Plus community of Dirty Unicorns ROM. Then we have Dirty Tweaks, is the place from where you can access most of the customizations. So if you click on the info button, then you will get a pop-up message. Unfortunately we are not wizards, so if you find the bug in the ROM, then you can report it to the Google Plus community of the DU ROM, or maybe on XDA too. But I'll recommend you to go to Google Plus only, because that is the place where most of the developers like to hang out. So atop we have the animations. Then you can customize the toast animations, and these are the options which you get. Then we have the list view animations. These are the options which we have. Then you can prevent app overrides if you want to. Activity open animation, these are the options which we get. And activity close animation, task open animation, task close animation, move to front, move to back, wallpaper open, wallpaper close, wallpaper intra open, wallpaper intra close. And in the end we have the animation duration. So the rest of them, the application close and wallpaper intra open, they have same options as the activity open animation. So I just showed you the list of options which we have in the activity open animation. So all of the other animation settings have the same option as the activity open one. Then next up we have the expanded desktop. So you can this is the expanded desktop. From here both the status bar and the navigation bar get hidden, and then if you want to have a view them, you need to swipe up from the top, or swipe down from the top edge of your screen, or swipe up from the bottom edge of the screen. And when I just disable that, it returns back to its original layout. Then from here you can view a list of the apps which request for the expanded desktop feature. And then you can choose if you want to hide nothing, the status bar, navigation bar, or both of them. Then next up we have the LCD density. So you can change to whatever you like. We have a custom interface here too, and you also have a list of numbers from which you can choose from, and they will obviously depend upon the phone you are using. Then we have the miscellaneous tweaks. So we have brightness control, disable ads, task manager, and the task manager icon is present right next to the battery icon, and this is the task manager. Then we have the flashlight notification. This feature comes in pretty handy. Then media scanner behavior on boot, scrolling cache, disable force close notifications, and then you can change the SC Linux mode from here. and then we have the screenshot options, crop and share, and the crop mode. So guys, this is a really very cool feature. I would just like to show it to you. So I'd customize the 3-finger gesture to take a screenshot for me, and this is what happens. So you can see those dots. They are a result of the because I have enabled the show show the touches on the screen. I have enabled that for the video. So if you don't enable that feature, then you won't be seeing those touches, but I will just give you give you a hint of what this of what the screenshot editor is like. So by default, you take a screenshot and it gets saved, and if you want to edit it, then you need to go to the gallery and pick up all those edit tools. I guess that's too lazy for people like me, and so it is really very nice of the Dirty Unicorn developers to include in this feature. And actually it was Alex Cruz who really who was behind on getting this feature into the ROM. And okay, so these are the options which we get. So first of all, if you want to crop the screenshot, then you can use this option to do that. And if you want to draw anything on the screenshot, say if I want to write anything, maybe my writing's pretty bad, but anyway, so if you want to write anything, then you can do that, and then you can select the color of your writing, the thickness. So as you can see that I'm pretty bad at drawing, but anyways, then if you want to undo the things, just click on that, and the wall it will just change all the it will just return the screenshot back to its original form. And then if you want to blur any part of the screenshot, say if I just want to blur this part, it will blur that too. And then if you want to delete the screenshot, then you can click on the bin icon. If you want to save it, you can click here, and if you want to share it, you can click here. So as I told you that this is a really very handy feature, and it is one of the best features about the Dirty Unicorns ROM, and this is one of the major changes since I guess it this feature has been included since 10.3 maybe, if I'm not wrong. Then I guess we were in miscellaneous tweaks. Yep, that's all what we have in miscellaneous tweaks. Then we have the power menu, and these are the options which we get. So from here you can also hide the advanced reboot on the lock screen if you want to. And then we have the screen record, torch, settings, lockdown. So great number of options here, and you can customize the power menu animation here from here, bottom top. These are the options which you get, and you can enable or disable the power menu on the lock screen. Then we have the dialog dim background amount. You can customize that too, and this is how the power menu looks like. And of course, if you want to prevent this scrolling thing, then you need to change the LCD density to a lesser value, and that would take care of that. Then next up we have the system app remover and the wake lock blocker. So you have to use these two things really very carefully, and I will always recommend you to take an Android backup before playing around with all this stuff. Then we have you can customize the bottom lock screen shortcuts, the colors and fonts. So from here we have if you want to show or hide the clock, date, and alarm on the lock screen, then you can just check on or off any of these buttons or switches, I should say. Then we have the lock screen fonts, the lock clock fonts in fact. So and these are the options which we get. Then we have the owner info, and you can just customize the colors of the owner info, alarm, clock, and the date. So maybe I will just set them up later. So it's a really very colorful screen, and you have that reset button in the top right corner. So if you want to reset the lock screen colors back to the default value, then you can just click on that. Then we have the middle screen shortcuts. You can customize them as per your need. You can change the wallpaper of the lock screen to reset to default, return to default. That would change the lock screen wallpaper to the same as the launcher wallpaper. Then you can show or hide the media cover art, lock screen notification count, maximum number of notifications which should be there on your lock screen. We also have lock screen torch, lock screen alpha, and the charging current. Then we have the weather widget. You can show the extended status bar weather widget if you want to, and show the options for the lock clock. We have the lock settings. So from here you can customize them, the location and stuff like that. Then if you want to show or hide the location, that's completely up to you. Conditions icon, these are the icon packs which we have, and then you can also customize the colors in here, the text color and the icons color, so great to have that too. Then we have the status bar configurations, so the battery icon style. So these are the options which we get. Then we can show or hide the icon, the battery percentage. At the moment it is, since the phone is charging, it will be displayed next to the icon, and if you want to choose next to the icon, then you can do that, and by default it is hidden. Then you can show the battery bar and top of the status bar, top of the navigation bar, or at the bottom of the navigation bar, and then you can customize the battery bar color. So I'll just quickly do that. Charging color to green, low battery color to blue. Okay, then you can choose the alignment. Currently I'm using the regular one, this is the center mirrored one, and this is the reversed one. So the reversed one is aligned to the right, regular one is aligned to the left, and center mirrored one is symmetrical right about the center of the screen. Then you have the battery bar thickness, 1 2 3 or 4 dps, and if you want to show the charging animation, then you can do that too. But on low end phones such as mine, which have maybe one gigabytes of RAM, this may lead to a poor user experience, so the charging animation. So be careful to if you want to do that, then only do that. Then we have the carrier label. You can customize the location of the carrier label, where should it be shown, the status bar or the lock screen, or on both. And I'll just disable it. Then if you want to have a custom carrier label, you can customize that too. Then you have the clock and date settings. You can customize the location of the clock, right, center or left, AM PM. Don't show small font size or the normal font size. So they have taken care of explaining that to you, small or and the normal font size. Then we have the date. Again, if you want to show it, small font size, and these are the date styles. Again, normal one, this the lowercase one, and this the I guess I just picked up the wrong one, and this the uppercase one. I'll just stick to the normal one. And then we have the position of the date, left of time or right of time. Then we have various date formats, you can have a look at them. Then if you want to enable the status bar clock on the lock screen on the left side, if you want to do that, then you can go ahead and do that too. I'll just hide the date. And then moving on, we have the notification settings. So if you want to enable, you can enable force close notification, disable immersive mode messages, show notification count. Then we have the breathing notifications, and we get all the 3 variants in missed call, voicemail and SMS. Then we have the quick settings, and we have quick pull down, smart pull down, and quick setting tiles. So these are the tiles which are enabled by default, and these are the tiles which you can add on. So ample number of options in here too. Then you can customize the number of tiles per row, 3 4 or 5, enlarge first row, brightness slider, brightness icon, vibrate on touch. Then we have the tiles animation style, flip and rotate. I'll just quickly show them to you. So if I toggle off the Wi-Fi, this is the flip animation, and the rotation one, this is the rotation animation. Then you can also customize the duration, low, default and fast, and the tiles animation interpolator. So great number of options here too. So it completely depends upon you how you want to customize the ROM. And then we have the status bar items, show 4G instead of LTE, and dirty unicorn logo. I was looking for that option, and it is present in here. So you can show or hide these items, any item you want from the status bar. So say at the moment the Wi-Fi icon is being shown in the status bar, and when I just check that off, it disappears, and when I will check that back in, it reappears. So that's pretty basic. Then we have the time contextual headers. You can just enable that. and then you can also configure the image shadow. Then we have the traffic indicators. You can either show the outgoing or the incoming, or both the outgoing and the incoming network traffic. Then you have the display unit, bits per second or bytes per second, update interval, auto hide, hide arrows, and the inactivity threshold in the end. Then swiping, we have the navigation bar settings. So another button settings. Guys, my ROM, I'm the phone which I am using does not have that many hardware buttons. We just have the power button and the volume rockers, so we only get the volume rocker settings in. If your device has more number of hardware keys, then you will definitely get more number of options, but since my device only has the volume rocker keys and the power button, I only have the volume rocker settings in here. But you will also get the backlight settings and rest of that stuff, so just be aware of that. And so if we have the volume rocker settings, you can reorient them when the device is rotated. Then use the the pressing the volume rocker keys will wake up your device, but in some of the other rooms out there, we only had pressing up the pressing the volume up key would wake up the device. And then we also have playback control. When your screen is off, you can just press the volume keys for the long time to skip the music tracks. Then we have the navigation bar settings. You can select the navigation bar mode, smart bar or flink. Then we have the smart bar settings, and button touch animations, ripple and spring. And if you want to, guys, context, buttons, layout, right or left, input method, actions, input arrows, or you want to show the keyboard arrows, that's completely up to you when you are typing. So this is the button editor. And then you can select the actions, double tap and long press action, and even the single tap action. And see, if you want to have a look at the custom actions which we get, these are the options which we have. Then you can change the icon, add another icon if you want to, and then you can further customize its actions, single tap, double tap and long press. You can also further customize its icon, as I told you, remove it, cancel it, or just finish it. When you are done with all the changes, then you can press on the finish button. And then you can also have smart bar profiles in here, so that's a new feature I would like to so if you are done with the if you want to save any smart bar profile, then you can do that. And you can quickly if you have created multiple profiles in, then you can choose from that. So that's completely up to you then. And if you guys want to have a look at the fling gesture interface, then this is what it looks like. Fling logo, customize the logo icon, the logo image. You can just you need to have icon packs for that. You can also customize the logo color, ripple color, enable gesture trails, long swipe threshold, and the long pressed delay. Again, I prefer to have smart bar in, so I use that. Then we have the pulse. If you don't know what pulse is, then they are graphical lines which are, in fact I should say spaced graphical lines, which are displayed whenever you are hearing listening to an audio track or watching a video. They are displayed in the navigation bar. Then we have the pulse color, turn on the lava lamp, navigation bar width, spacing, the bar width, the bar spacing, block size, block spacing, and the visualize the sanity level. Then you can customize all that stuff as per your need. This ROM has great number of options to play around with. Then we have the navigation bar size and the left-handed mode. Then in the end, we have the app circle bar, and the app circle bar is all about. So I'll just quickly get in select a few apps, and these are the included apps. So first of all, I need to customize the trigger area on the screen. So the region which is there in turquoise color, this is the trigger region, and it actually shows the trigger point. So if I touch on any region, if I touch on this region on my screen, then it will trigger the app circle bar. And trigger height, say it is 66. Then when I just touch on that trigger region, it pulls up the app circle bar. So this is the app circle bar. It is a circular arc, right, which pops up right from the right edge of your screen. And then if you want to quickly select any app, then you can do that. If you want to uh, go away from the app circle bar, then you can just tap on any other region on the screen and it will just go away. And I'll just go back and I will disable that now. Then we have the gesture interface. So we have all the gestures in here. So for the first time we can customize the 3-finger gesture in here too. So I already showed you the 3-finger the custom actions which we have, and I had earlier customized it to take a screenshot. So you can do that as per your choice. By default it is disabled, so you need to customize the 3-finger gesture setup in first, so don't be mistaken that it takes the screenshot by default. Then you have the double tap to sleep on the status bar, double tap to sleep on the lock screen. Then you have the gesture anywhere. Again, I will just quickly show it to you. We can customize the screen edge. Maybe you can just say I can draw an O to launch the Omni switch, and then I need to adjust the trigger region. Okay, so this was the way the trigger region, and then you will see that a screen pops up and it makes the background, the rest of the background translucent. And then I can draw the gesture. I had earlier drawn an O to launch the Omni switch feature, and Omni switch is not enabled by default now. So if you want that, again I can show that to you. And the app pops up, or maybe I'll just show you another app. Say the clock. I can draw a C, and then when I draw a C, the clock opens up. So that's what it's all about. Then we have the heads up notification customizations. Pop-up notification can be enabled or disabled, and this is a pretty basic feature. Then we have the multi-window feature. It is not present there down in the developer options. And then we have the Omni switch recents if you want to use that. And then we have the recent settings, only show running apps, immersive recents, full screen status bar only, navigation bar only. You can customize you can show the clear all button too, and we get all the 6 location pack in. Then you can enable or disable the Omni recents. We also have the slim recents in, and these are the options which we have. So that's all what we have in dirty tweaks. So this ROM is based on AOSP. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention it earlier, and it comes in with the CM theme engine, so you can customize that too. Then you have the display settings, brightness level, adaptive brightness, wallpaper, sleep timeout, rotation settings. You have the dashboard columns in here, so if you want to use that, and press the power button twice to launch the camera without unlocking your screen. It's in here. And then you can adjust the target's vibration. That's completely up to you. Sound and notification. We have volume steps in here, volume dialog timeout. That's another feature which I am seeing. Then these are the options which we get in other sounds. So great number of options here too. I'll just cover them up. Camera shutter sound, screenshot sound, safe headset volume, media control, volume keys control the media volume rather than the notification volume. Then the dial pad tone, screen locking sounds, charging sounds, touch sounds, volume adjustment sounds, and vibrate on touch. And then if you want to get a notification when the headsets are plugged in, then you can do that too. Prevent audio ducking, you have that too. And then you can customize the notification light with screen on, the battery light. You can do all that stuff in here. So as I told you that as this ROM is based on EOS, this is an Android open source project based ROM, then you can enable or disable the battery saver anytime you want to. But at the moment, since my device is charging, I can't do that. And you can also customize the color of the battery saver too. So just to show you guys, say if I select yellow and I turn it on, so the status bar and the navigation bar color changes to yellow. And if you want to select red, maybe. Yeah, there you see. So if you want to do that too, you can do that. Okay, so my phone is back on charging now. Then security settings, unknown sources is not checked in by default. So if you plan to sideload any app, then make sure you check that in. And then you can configure the screen lock type and the lock screen message. Blocked caller list is in here too. I guess that I missed all those features initially. Then in the end we have the developer options. Android debugging is enabled by default. It's good to see that. And we have the animation settings in here. The multi-window mode was present in the dirty tweak section, and we won't be having the kill app back button in here, because you can customize that stuff from the smart bar interface, or if you're using the Flink gesture interface, then the kill app back button would have been completely useless. Then we have the Super Su, and this is an updated version of Super Su. So if you are a new user or an expert user, then you can choose that too, as per your choice. Simple, precise, secure. So this is the new option which the latest update of Super Su brings in. Then these are the apps which you get. We have Chromium, the Dirty Unicorn certified. So from here you can view a list of the themes which have been certified by the the Dirty Unicorn team. A collection of handpicked themes that guarantee a good user experience. Basically these are the themes which are completely adapted for the Dirty Unicorn ROM, and you won't be saying that, man, this icon is not themed as per the ROM which I am using and all that stuff. That won't ever happen. Then some themes are janky, and instead of complaining or chasing themers, you can celebrate what we have. And then you can get a list of all the themes which are in there. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. Light themes, dark themes, libraries, about the app, you can use it for all that stuff from here. Settings, and you can clear the cache, navigation bar tint if you want to do that too. And then if you want to hide the app, you can do that. And then I had covered up the Dirty Unicorn updater, and guys, we don't get the file manager in by default. I just happen to flash the CyanogenMod file manager because I love to use that. And lastly, I would like to cover up that APK feature. And so as you can see that you can install any APK by directly going into the storage and USB option, and then just clicking on any APK. So I have a couple of them in here, and all of them are working. So it's great to see that they have worked on this feature too. And so that's all what we have. Okay, yeah. And if you guys would like to have a look at the launcher settings which we get, then the stock launcher only allows you to rotate itself, and the screen is rotated. And these are the wallpapers which we get in with the ROM. Phase beam is the only live wallpaper which we have. Again, widgets, so nothing in which is specific to the Dirty Unicorns ROM. So yes, that's all what I think I have for you guys in this video. So if you guys like this video, then do hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to watch more videos from my end, then make sure to hit the subscribe button too. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a nice day.